to my channel. This video is all about to just give you a basic brief description about while you log in this game, what things you should focus on to survive in a good way. It's pretty much simple. I'm gonna tell you all 17 things that you should be focusing in the beginning of the game. Okay, so it's not a tips and tricks. I'm gonna be making these tips and tricks while I will spend more time in this game. I spend a few decent hours, managed to have a good farming station for me, and my people are actually able to survive. I have enough food in my inventory of 781 food, which is a lot to survive this snowy season. I have 6,800 material gathered for me, and I have textile 345, and I have 4 books. Books is the different thing which I will explain later on in this video. So guys, the first thing, when you log in this game, you will have so many random item laying down on the floor in a random stockpile, which you can later on go in a zone, go in a default stockpile, and you can create your own storage area on the ground. So you can assign areas where your villager will gather stuff and store it. Okay, so this is the storage area for me. It's like a temporary one which I have created in the beginning when I had nothing. So it's still, I'm in early game, so I'm just gonna tell you like when you log into this game and what things you should do in the beginning. Okay, so the first thing first, you have to decide where you have to build your castle. Okay, they will give you the option like you can go in the mountain, valley. So I decided to stay in the valley. I don't need that so many mountains. It's very hard to go up and down. So it's first you have to just decide the area which you can just have a specific length and width. Okay, so where you can have your important things inside. And by the way, I have built a roof on top of it, so there is an option that you can hide your roof thing. See, because this roof protects you from the weather and seasons. Okay, so I actually hide my roof, so that's what it looked like when I hide my roof. Okay, so first thing what you have to do, you just have to build the wall first, the basic survival thing. You have to build the wall. Once you finish with the wall, it depends which wall you want to build. If you have grinded clay, you can build the wall with the clay. Like this wall right here is built with the clay, which is more durable and compared than wood. So I have started game. When I started the game, I built the wall with the wood, which is right here from the beginning, and I have 2 doors, one in the left, one in the right. The doors are actually not wooden door. I'll show you later on. This door is grated door, which is a little bit upgraded one, but this is a wooden door which you have to build while you start this game. Okay, so first thing first, you build the wall around the premises, and then you go for one wooden door. Okay, door is to give you just easy access to get in and out. Okay, so now we have a door, and I have built some traps. Okay, we'll discuss about this thing later when we progress in this video. Okay, so first you have built the wall, then you have built the door for your castle. Now you have to focus on beds. Okay, because these beds are very important, because they do sleep in this game. The game mechanism is like they go out for work and they really sleep during the daytime. So you have to build a specific number of bed depending on your villages. So I have 4 of them, and I have 7 bed, I guess, because I used to have 6 people and 2 of them had died during the raid. So there are raids in the system which frequently happen in the game, and you have to be learning quickly about their attack strategy, their abilities, how to use them, and where to put them before fight in the game. So if you're not aware of the attack strategy, you are gonna lose your villagers, because they are like, not all of them are fighter. And also, yeah, next, you have to you build a wall, you build the doors already. Now you have your bed. After that, you can just like it's optional, you can focus on their happiness, which a game offers you to build. I think it's in the leisure option. It's a wooden shrine, it's like a mini church where they can pray to God. And there is a wooden oak shrine, it's also like religious things that they pray every time when I see in the game. And there is the third thing is the gaming table, which is right here. And in this gaming table, they just usually sit and play with their teammates. It's for their happiness, it's for their they are not here only for work, so it's for their happiness. Okay, now the third important thing is your basic research table. It's right here, basic research table, which you can build from furnitures and not the furniture, I think it's in here. Yeah, it's in a production. When you go in production, you have option of butchering, campfire, bowyers, and basic research table. The first thing you have to build, it's your basic research table, which is right here. Once you have a basic research table, the basic research table, what it will do, it produce chronicles. Okay, so chronicle is I will explain about the chronicle. Chronicle is, if you go in a research, there is a research tab, and there are so many things that you can do research and build your base with the good equipments and all. In architecture, you need a 15 chronicle to unlock a wooden beam. I hope it's clear. You need a 15 chronicle to build to unlock a wooden beam. So like that, I have unlocked agriculture, where I'll unlock so many seeds, cabbage field, carrot field, beet field, to do the farming, which is right here. I'll show you. This is my farming right here. Right now it's a snowy season, and snowy season, you cannot farm anything. Everything freezes, so it's not showing anything. But this is my farming station right here. And okay, after that, you have to go with the once you finish with the basic research table and you start producing. See, this guy is right now is producing a books. Okay, he's writing a book, which is chronicle. So I will have one chronicle once you finish the over 100% over here. Okay, so it's the same simple thing in research tab. Architecture, you need 15 chronicle to unlock wooden beam. So once I see he already rated a 4, you need 110, like that. Okay, after research table, you have to build a basic not this one, it's the same thing. I build it too. You build a butchering table. I would suggest butchering table. It's like when you cannot farm, like right now it's snowing and I cannot farm anymore, so I have stocked a food in my storage area. That's my storage area. See, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 3 of them are like covered with the roof, which will protect my food longer. But this one, I cannot guarantee the food will spoil very fast because it's in open storage. Okay, so once you farm, they're gonna harvest the crops and they're gonna store it in this area. Okay, so butchering table is like for the snowy season when you cannot farm. In that case, your villagers will go out in the wild. You see, there are some wolves, there are some deers, there are some rabbits. Okay, so when you cannot farm, your villagers need a food, so they're gonna go out and they're gonna go hunt. Once you finish with your hunting, they're gonna bring that hunted animal on this table. You're gonna click on product, it's a raw meat. They're gonna bring it here, they're gonna butcher it. After butchering the meat, you have to build a campfire, which is right here. Once you butcher your meat, you just click on the campfire and product. If you have a butchered meat, that product is gonna show up here. The worker is gonna come here and cook the meal, and meal is gonna be in somewhere here. Like I have cooked some meal from my vegetable. It's not from any animal. It's a vegetable meal. It's one stew pot which they later on can eat. So right now they store it in this storage area. Okay, so once you finish with the butcher table, you have to build, I guess, yeah, you have to build your wood workbench. It's really important because this wood workbench produce equipments, you can say the weapon for your villagers. Villagers have different abilities. Some villagers are good in hunting, some villagers are good in farming, some villagers are good in gathering resources. So the villagers abilities can be found in a manage section also. Like you can draft enemies when there are attacks or raids happening in your game. Okay, there are 3 options like flee, neutral and aggressive. So normally I just keep it in flee. That's the default option. So when you go in manage, you can control all of your villagers and see what they and you can give them a command, basically what they can do, what they cannot. Okay, you can give them armor, you can give them clothes, you can give them appropriate summer and winter clothing to protect them from the weather. You can manage their armor, you can manage their food, even you can decide if they can eat veg or non-veg. You can manage the stimulation. You can manage like if they follow the same default game commands which they have programmed to, or you can just like say no stimulation, and you can operate these people according to your task which you are want them to do. So once you finish with your butchering table, and after that the wood workbench, you have to build a bowyer's table. It's very important. I'll tell you why. Because once you have built your bowyer's table, you can create a short bow, long bow, and you can dismantle item for wood. Short bow is actually used to hunt an animal outside. Long bow, it's also do the same thing, but it's more efficient. But for that I think you need a marksman level 10. And the levels, I'll show you where you can find these levels. If you go in jobs, you can see each villagers have ranking. Like so he's on rank 3, he's level 3 in tend, in hunt, in grow, harvest, mine. So while you progress in the game, they increase their rank in a survival. Okay, they will gain levels while you progress in the game, and they will have skills and abilities while you progress in this game. So you need to know about if he's good in, like if this guy is having level 5 in hunting, so you might have to assign him a long bow. Not long bow, I mean if you have where is it, if he's level 10 in hunting, then you can provide him the long bow, which will be more efficient. He will not miss his shots, and he will make sure that you will get the kill end of the day. Okay, so once you're finished with your bowyer's table, I told you about the campfire, because when you're gonna use the butcher option, or even you're gonna farm, you have to come here and to cook a meal for your teammate, because there is a 2 option. One is raw things which you can collect from the farming, like I collect 47 cabbage and beet and the other resource categories. After you collect these, you have to come and click on the campfire product, cook a meal, and meal is going to be stored here like I told you before. Okay, after that, once you finish with your basic thing inside your premises, okay, you have to be thinking about building a roof on top of your bed. Okay, because roof is very important. This game have very sensitive physics in the game, which related with the temperature, related with the seasons, heat effects on your food and villagers, cold effect on your food and villagers. When the atmosphere, when the season change, everything change. You have to be you have to learn how to survive in a different season. So right now it's a winter, day 6, that it's snowing for like continuous 6 days, so I cannot farm. I'm pretty much I'm pretty much reliable on my stored food and hunting abilities of my villagers. So this game is really tough if you don't plan activity accordingly. It's really tough. So this is the roof. I explained you roof. I think wherever you have a bed or this religious area, you can build a decent roof on top of them. Still they are getting cold. I know this not enough. There are options in this game which you can go like basement 1 and 2 and 3. There are multiple levels that you can build and maintain a temperature over there with the firework, but this is the basic one which you have to do. If you build your bed, I will suggest to build it in the corner and build a roof on top of it. With the roof you can build it from the base option. In base option, if you go there, you need 8 hay to build a thatched roof. Okay, it will be right here. And to build the roof you need a wall on both sides. You can see you cannot build a roof without having another wall, so you need a like kind of support to build the roof, right? So I have created this second wall to give a roof a proper option, you know, to just be on top of it. Okay, so once you finish with your roof, then you have to focus on the traps, because there is a raid in this game which frequently happen in a few hours. Like depends on your progress in the game, the raids is gonna happen. These are my traps, which, because it's right now the snowy season, it looks more clear and colorful, while the season is spring or winter or some other season is there, summer or spring season. These are my traps. I put these traps so for the enemies, when they're gonna attack, they're gonna get a damage from here. And to defend my village, I have built a staircase over here, and there's a fighting station for my archers, so they're gonna climb up and they're gonna shoot arrows on this direction. So you have to build your fighting station also for your archers, so they can, you know, slow down the enemy. They can give them a damage until they reach to your door. And my door is grated one, which is more you can say it's more reliable right now compared to the wood. They will take time to break this door. Okay, so once you finish with your trap, you need to learn about the raids fighting stimulation, how to give them a command. So when you go in manage, you can see I have 4 villagers, and the first option is the draft. When I click on the draft, you see there's one circle comes around them, and according to their abilities, they're gonna listen to my command now, right? If I want these villagers, if it is right here, if I want him to be here, so I will right click on my mouse, and it's going to be coming over here, and it's going to shoot the enemies. If the enemy is approaching, I can click on the enemies specifically with my right mouse click, and they're gonna shoot the if it is archer, is gonna shoot the arrows on the enemies. If they have some simple weapons like the spear, they're gonna be on the ground fighting team, so they're going to be hit with them with the spear. Whatever they have, they gonna attack them, but you have to give them a command. Okay, you have to draft them. This is the only way to survive in this game, and for, you know, to survive the raids. And raids are really tough sometimes, because sometimes they will come up with the great equipment which you haven't unlocked yet, and they're gonna be very hard to kill. Okay, so once you done with your fighting simulation, you put your traps and your team is ready to fight. Make sure that you build some equipments during the game. When you play this game, you build some weapons, not equipment, some weapons from here, like I told you, the short bow, long bow, and from the woodwork some wooden spear and all, and assign them through manage. You can go manage weapon, and you can see all weapon, no weapon, melee 1, melee 2. So I have actually assigned them all archers, but there are only one guy who's really good in this, so you can go with all weapons for the others who don't have good abilities to defend the village. Okay, so they can default pick the weapon from the storage area, like you can see here. If you have anything crafted here, once you assign something, they're gonna come up here and pick up the thing. Okay, it will be right here. So this is the main beginning steps which you can follow. This is all my personal opinion. There could be more for this game, because I just spent early few hours, like 2 days I have spent in this game, like 48 hours I played this game. This is my personal opinion. There are many things could be changes. There are many things we can have more in this game. I know there are more possibilities and more options to be taken. This is my personal opinion. When I start the game, I wish if I knew these things in steps to save my time. Okay, so guys, after you finish with your fighting stimulation, when you learn how to give command and all, then after that the last thing you can just focus on the farming things. Okay, which once you unlock the farming, you can press in a zone. In the beginning you will see only default stockpile option, but once you unlock the farming, once you finish your research with the agriculture, you're gonna see so many fields that you unlock. After that you have to go in a zone, cabbage field, because it's showing cabbage field. You gotta select it. This is your field: cabbage field, flax field, carrot and beet field. After you got this all the crops, you can just grow it here, and there are some time it takes, like some take 20 days, some take 21 days, and the days in a game is really fast. It's got like couple of minutes for our real life. So you grow veg, you do the farming, you store some food, and then you start focusing on building your base, building your defense, go for the more research option. But these are the, I think this was around 17 things that I told you that you must be focusing on. And guys, please let me know in the comment. Your feedback is very important. Let me know if I missed something. And this is my one of first video that I explain some beginning tips and tricks. It's not the complete tips and tricks, I know, but it's going to help you when you start a new game. Thank you so much guys. I'll see you in the next video.